straight in the heart. I start eating at these niggas till I'm nibbling bone. You should've never grabbed the mic, you should've left it alone. Attack of the clones, why the fuck you up in my home? I was learning from the book to hit you faggots with stones. You imitations, your life is a lot of time wasted. Bitches sit down, I'm the goddamn replacement. Face it, you phonies ain't fit to rep my state. Bring the beef, it's more to eat, stack it up on my plate. I can see the fear rising by the look in your eyes. When you fucking with the scribes, you committing suicide.
Call me the professional, pitching to pathetic specimens. Stepping in confessional, separated from lesser men. You might recite 97 Hail Marys, then praise me like all fathers. You microphone models, you stereotypical rejects from the radio. Your audio's inaudible, analog soul, pixelized, localized of a life never lived. Scribbled ad-libs and scripts, plagiarized bid, chill the dramatized skits in the album of life. The carbon copy MP3, the piracy for a price. Please feel free to reply, you illiterates. I insist ignorance is bliss, is all you idiots right about some fictional fights, fantasized felonies, when actually you ask your family to permit profanity. But thankfully, I'll expose you just in time. There's no future when you're fucking with a dead end scribe.
If you don't know who you are, then you have no chance to overcome. Your soul can run, but if you see me, you'll be choking up. I'm dope as fuck. When I spit, you're gonna get hurt by these lines. Think twice before you come at me with your nursery rhymes. Get up and nibble, but mama goose, you're on my bad side now. Man, it's too late for you to call it true. Spitting syllables with enough concussion to make you blink. I look at you, I can't believe that I'm wasting ink on your ass, but it's something that had to be done. I've gotten mad. You reading me that storybook, you caught your past. Try to stand up to me, man up. When I try to let you handle it, you just back up. Can you call yourself a man of the game? I can hand you my name, you just stand in the shade. So come at me with your fake gangster rap diction. I'm just waiting for you to start it so I can end it.
Arkansas, there ain't shit gonna happen in Arkansas. Bullshit. It's come up. Anywhere you go, you see it now.
Staying alive in the A-state, pride in the A-state, born and raised, I'm gonna die in the A-state. Survival of pay rates, never done deal when you're lost in the Ozark Hills. It's on real land. My city lives on in 2012. We coming up out of 2000 and hell like a break out of jail. It's too late now for bail and we're waiting to tell. The whole world is story generation that failed. They came back to door, never faking the sale. We're making ourselves in the 83, 83, 80 and sales on the day of the day. So we'll let the top off, just to piss the cops off. Gotta make a stop off at the Conoco corner store, grab a 40 to switch it if you wanna. Let the speakers play some of that dead and scribe. Open the trunk and say they ride. Feeling the feeling, you're feeling the vibe. Who got the whole diamonds, they feeling alive.
I'ma run, I'ma die in the force of none. Born in the A, I'ma say it with pride. Look in my eyes, we destined to rise. Dead and tribes, keeping it the most live. So ride to the sound of the bass when we drive in the night and you hitting it slow. Providing the vibe, my essence divine and filling the dead with smoke. Take a stroll on empty roads. If you don't know them, then don't creep. Friends turn to foes, seek those that fuck with the punk police, rolling deep. Whenever, whatever the reason, no matter the season. So we creep on the come up, put bitches in comas and got more believers than Jesus. The game needs us. A piece of the puzzle been missing, but now it's found. With an original sound, we putting it down. Take a look around, the time is now, and how our style is ground is Arkansas's own. Entire towns will bow astound as we lounge on the throne and a song. Hope and smoke a flow, blow slow, then I go set. Roll back to expose cats. Been a minute since I hit it, so I let it. Now I'm grinning when I smoke this whole stack, and I know that keep a couple rolled, at least enough for a song. And if you don't got papers and I don't got my piece, then I hope Big got his bomb. I'm done with the deed, room smells like got a verse down and I'm ready to go. Bought a long nights where I didn't really write, but it's alright, now I got something to show. While we sit and we write, try to make it sound tight, so I scribble something quick and speak it into the mic before we break it down to my town. If it don't sound nice, and I won't suffice. And I'm still with the classic, matter of fact magic, making my way to your mind. Expression is key, smoking this weed, keep blowing and going and showing them
just chill, relax and take your mind off those bills. Hit it, then tell me how you feel. Talk about something so real. Just chill, relax and take your mind off those bills. Hit it, then tell me how you feel. Talk about something so real.
My turn, let me hold the track, let me ease your mind and keep the flow relaxed. Give me a cul-de-sac of kids with Sony's blasting, microphones getting stoned and rapping. Not about bogus actions, hip-hop's more than only boasting or bragging. It doesn't always gotta be bold and rapid, at times you gotta rap with emotion and passion. It ain't a bad thing to know where you're at, got a girl in your lap that is holding your back with your coke and your jack, smoking your sack while you roll with your pack. I'm going to rap out a hole in the past or a moment of gladness, or at night how I roll in the max. It's the best thing to put is your soul in the track, and the best place to hear it is at home and relaxing.
Chill, relax and take your mind off those bills. Hit it, then tell me how you feel. Talk about something so real. Just chill, relax and take your mind off those bills. Hit it, then tell me how you feel. Talk about something so real. Just
all up in the studio about to spit some shit. Pull up a whole page and I flip the bitch. Keep playing the beat while we're laying the freestyle. Between bars of boys, let me hit split. I'm feeling like a lunatic when I write down my thoughts. Between the flow and the dro and the bros that I got in my home that I bought with my crew in the kitchen. I know y'all got the munchies in the fridge. There's some chicken, not time for individual. Let's see what y'all wrote, that's kicking. That's dope, so cold. I need a coat, somebody throw me some soap so I can clean up this beat. You ready? Now let's go. The realest might kill us and the people might need us. If we kill a track, a matter of fact, the feeling might beat us. If we move light years to the rest of the galaxy. I won't stop doing this till every breath is out of me.
chill.
Sometimes somebody would just drop a verse, not because they want to be famous, not because they want money. That doesn't happen. That's not reality. They just like doing it. It doesn't have to be on a topic. It can be whatever they want. It's just something they do. It's a dead end. That's what this verse is right here. Track called Night Owl, and it goes
my style hits heavy like a subwoofer. Boom boom, back of the car, come get your trunk shook up. I bust rhymes delivered in time that did what Kurt did Cobain and blow your mind. I got flow for everlasting, you can try it yourself. More potent than these rodents that you buy on the shelf. So who else wanna try the battle of the giants? Such phenomena can put it in the modern day science. A stone cold riot while you living in fear. The Mayans were lying, we were given a year when it's here. How time flies when you drop in the mix. Opposite cliques are given the option to quit. Now who's stopping the itch to smack a whack rapper in their face? And if they got a problem, put that whack cat back in the place. It's just a taste of the many lessons learned. If you're testing the yearn, it's Smith & Wesson, hit your chest and it burns. And I'ma leave it like that with that nasty flow action. Smoke actors, don't rap. Piece of the professional, our fourth member. Kicking mean hard, 16 bars back in November. I kick this rhyme just to pay the honor. Now the days upon us, we gotta deal with baby mama drama. It makes it stronger to move through the tens, where we stretch our sins. Stay stressed out about ends, about kin for friends. I don't believe in them. My brothers and sisters know the flow's leading them. Who's deceiving them? You stuck up on the club track with Will MCs. I still stuck on selling dub sacks. Enough that I've been counting some raw cats. Some thug cats that left me in a rough patch. But fuck that, above that, I bust back. It's a must that, I bust that. These suckers on my nutsack.
What makes you happy? What makes you happy?
Where do you go? Where do you go? Who do you see? Where do you hide?
Who do you trust? Who do you trust? Who do you trust? Who do you trust?
My heart stops at the sight of the cops. My brain stays in the frame of my previous thoughts. Paranoia starts, heart still skipping a beat.
Hearing increase.
It's trying to catch me asleep. They don't see what I see or believe what I believe. How the spirits came to me and told me everything I need is inside. Don't be afraid, we know the way. I still feel afraid and I never feel safe, but I know if I'm calm and I take a slow breath, no one else will see the demon staring dancing to my left.
It's a curse to converse with the wretched of the earth,
but it's worth it to believe I can speak without words. Who the fuck am I now? Who the fuck was I then? Dark mark sparks panic in the hearts of fellow men. Whatever's gotten into me, I'm questioning my memory. My dogs all see that I'm calm.
I just pretend to be.
Forget the past, the mask of sanity is slipping. I'm picking the time to die.
I despise this decision.
These thoughts that destroy little voices in the ear used to be a faint whisper,
but now it's getting clear.
Without fear I'll proceed. My life is a mistake, face to face with the reaper.
Am I asleep?
Am I awake? Try to take a little time, decide if I should live. Does it really seem worth it? Something's gotta give.
The clock ticks, never understanding the damage it deals. My mind scrambling to handle it on the wheels. My breathing gets heavy into visions get dark. Feel the stress in my chest, the blood floods out my heart. Yes, but who sees? Who are you to believe? I foresee that everybody I love to be deceived. Is my existence all that I know? I remain quiet so the violence won't show. Visitations, the doctors proctoring my case. Face-to-face operation with no option to escape. No stopping is too late, I've been labeled a psychopath. Forever falling off of the righteous path. Now I take pills instead of needle shots. Fantasizing funerals become an easy thought. And my family's thinking that my sanity's sinking. And I plan to be randomly canning the extinction. And at the end of the day, it's just me on my own. Surrounded by people, but I'm always alone. With that empty feeling following that filthy old guilt trip. Compelling me to grab the pen and pad so I can spill shit. It's real shit, the devil dwells in the human mind. Spreading doubt throughout, now I'm stuck upon these futile signs. Everything, take a look, you just might see everybody in the city's feeling just like me.
What if I were to die? Would anybody notice it? That I live out my life good enough to put a close to it and not regret it? Who would dread it? Just a pathetic, borderline schizophrenic. In his head's a mess, but his pencil's shredding. Cause the page seems to be the only one who won't forget it. Aside from himself, he longs to hide from himself. But even if he was to survive past tonight, what the fuck's he gonna do with only half a life? A slave to his worries, now forever enclosed in a cold, lonely soul who feels like he's never alone. This very minute's in a standstill, no motivation cause he can't feel. His thought waves are flaccid, he craves to take his ego and make some drastic changes, but can't mask it. Can't mask what was carved by time, no matter how hard I try, man, it scarred my mind. I glanced at it with an awkward eye. The second you were born is when you start to die.
I wouldn't even call it barely happy. I'm scared of laughing all alone except for the guy in the corner staring at me. I guess he isn't staring, he ain't making eye contact. I try to look him in the eye, but he looks right on past in my direction with expression that his eyeballs lack. I try to talk, but he won't talk back. It's no small task to act like he don't exist. Everyone keeps trying to tell me that he isn't real, but I know he is. They say hallucination, man, I'm losing patience with this stupid nation and being accused of faking. How do you explain it then and cover up the whispers being transmitted by the government officials? They'll do anything to stop me from getting this information out. So they tell me to go to the room, get a belt and hang myself, but I won't do it. So they try to push me with heavy fright, come into my house and they kill somebody every night. God's laughing in my face while he's handing me troubles, and the government went as far as replacing my family with doubles. I know that's what happened. They never used to act this way, disregarding everything that I have to say, making it tougher to live. My mom, my dad, all my brothers and sisters all acting different in hopes that I suffer and give in. This time the government wins. I quit. I quit. I quit. This time the government wins. I quit. Nobody will listen. They're gonna put me in the clinic. Impossible for me to have a witness. So nobody will listen. Nobody will listen. They're gonna put me in the clinic. Impossible for me to have a witness. So nobody will listen. Nobody will listen. They're gonna put me in the clinic. Impossible for me to have a witness. So nobody will listen. Nobody will listen. Nobody will listen. Nobody will listen. They're gonna put me in the clinic. Nobody will listen. Impossible for me to have a witness. Consumption is something coming up from corrupted dumb kids. With enough luck, the masses bust it and the public loves it, dragging onto the rest of us with the brain to refrain from it. The radar's trying to take us and put us above it, endorsing and absorbing all of it, buying, demanding, and they rot in it without understanding what the product is. Caught up in all of the drugs and the fake hip-hop image, the obvious consequence of nobody stopping it or challenging the malice. The town is being brought down by the damaging grips of reality, and now they crowd the streets or they tower around a shower scene without a sense of who they're empowering. It's astounding just how these ignorant kids living in bliss never took the time to discover who the enemy is, and the ones with all the power and who are now elite are able to control us by controlling the sound of things. There's nothing else to call it. These little kids getting sucked up and locked in. Their drug is hypnotic. They're becoming a product. There's nothing else to call it. These little kids getting sucked up and locked in. Their drug is hypnotic. They're becoming a product. Sharing my breathing room with reluctant juveniles, abruptly interrupting the human mind with their stupid lines. Music shines to them for all the wrong reasons. Their drama, no monologue, got them all falling off the deep end. Free thinking is some kind of treason, while the media pretends to give them something to believe in. The conditions doing damage to most of them for the long haul. The rest are suppressed from the people like Ron Paul. So go on, crawl back to the radio, making dough off of dumbing people down. I've been taking notes, and now they're looking at me, cause I've been saying no, writing truth down on this paper to help me stay afloat. But if I was to give in and become a product, y'all could just call it done. The zombies won and made us all hypnotic. I wanna be able to spend some time with my grandson. I haven't given up hope just yet, but I'm the last one. There's nothing else to call it. These little kids getting sucked up and locked in. Their drug is hypnotic. They're becoming a product. There's nothing else to call it. These little kids getting sucked up and locked in. Their drug is hypnotic. They're becoming a product.
The ones who were sworn to protect and serve are the ones you can't expect to put your head on the curb. Police brutality's rampant within the inner cities. A bigger city equals more alleys and pistol whippings. Just picture your best friend rob for his cash, cause all a cop really is a gangster with a badge. Itchy trigger fingers in the chamber of his gat. He keeps that one shot to commit a heinous act. There are good cops, but the needles in haystacks, and most will do anything to increase the paychecks. Lawlessness above the law like Steven Seagal. You have the right to remain silent, of that they'll be sure. When they bring out the batons, that's the precursor, the forerunner, the predecessor that leads to murder. No ramifications for cops, only allegations. Throwing out the case of court, saying it's only accusations.
I seen the fingers interlock as crooked cops turn them back. Real brittle bone snaps like the Brillo on the crack. When fat pigs behind plaques are hogging evidence sacks from clenched fists, but talk mad shit behind the straps. In fact, they hired whitewashed browns and blacks in attempts to relate and lessen our crime rates, but violate the low lives, living high stakes. When lieutenant looks for love, he only finds hate. In my state, Southern Cali under palm shades, kids smoking like SWAT bombs and break of dawn raids. The modern John Wayne freeze frame fighting natives, kicking history to hard heads, biting pavements. Baton swings and cadence to beatings upon vagrants, while vandals on the video speaking of Ronnie Reagan. The counterculture struggle since the Broadway tunnels, when Zeus to riots ignited truth through the violence.
We're out the back door running, cause it's an everyday thing for these police to start gunning. Now they're searching my house without a reasonable cause, quick to question me without a reasonable pause. It's time to even the odds with this problem that keeps living at large. Falsely charged, living lies, trapped behind cell bars. Taxpayer dollars going to a big business. Employees a nickel place, I don't believe a pig witness. A government hit list filled with individuals who've been labeled as misfits. Documented digitals, controlling the masses, putting hate in the slums. One nation, no liberty, living in fear with the gun.
You want me? Here I am, you pig fuck.
Lie face down on the ground, spread
no,
your arms
you
and
lie
legs.
face down on the ground and spread your arms and legs.
Don't come any closer, down on your knees.
Fuck you, man. What are you gonna do?
Criminals in blue getting away, hiding behind a badge, lining up fast for an all-access pass to whoop your ass. Accusations never holding up in the court of law. Scot-free because he forgot to turn the recorder on. The war is on and all the lines tend to be fake. You're in their jurisdiction, so you're inside enemy gates. Then it brings hate and attention. Elates getting hit in the face. If you retaliate, the penitentiary wait for a century. Say that is if you get to escape the grasp of the man who's delivering pain. While you quiver and shake, he's telling you to give him your name, but you can't. And you know this man can end it today, but he decides to let you live, and he gets off of you to tell him how you assaulted an officer and how all this was brought to you. And they were only stopping you from dropping a cop in the parking lot, and then they lock you up.
Pull the fucking trigger then. This man is making threatening gestures. Threatening gestures? You want to see a threatening gesture? I got a threatening gesture for you.
Coming in this bitch. Wanna say nothing but a fucking. Nah, I'm saying. Let's get it.
Now let me take you down to the scribe side of town, where we stay kicking rhymes and sounds. The time is now to unleash the speechly monster from the far hills. The raw skills gave you all chills. It's all thrills as we proceed to press on. No need for stress on the brain. You're kicking early bucket for bucket, it's all the same. You can push your luck, it's up at the public, forget your name. I reckon I'm insane, expecting any second we all go down in flames. So I'ma kick it 16 till it's big clean. You can move your hand, but you never know what this shit means. And will these Nazis try to off me? Probably, but I am not that motherfucker coming in softly. So stop me if you think you're more chest and breast. Contest the flesh and blood, whose head's a mess. At best the rest, your stories come flex and vex. Come down to Hembree Avenue and I will make you undress. Oh yes.
One time, fixing to hit them with funky rhythm. Slide down in your seat and turn it up a little. Roll a kiss to the sky, if high is how you feel. Bow down to my sound, my thoughts become revealed. Chill, bitch, I keep calm and carry on. Arms raised, harness G as I'm dropping a spirit bomb. If I'm wrong, I'ma spit it like I'm doing it right. Spit truth in the booth, fuck abusing the mic. I might head to Hembree Ave where the thunder resides. We make moves, never lose, either do or we die. Follow my lead now. Let your head bob to this. If you need a little help, then the Scribes will assist. It's a new place to be, another stage we gotta rock. Build the beat up from not a lot of lyrics on the top. And the drop taught me how to swerve it through the underground. Hail to the kings who bring pristine sound.
You don't wanna know what resides on the other side of the public lies. Three lyricists with grumpy eyes, one with the subtle mind, one making thunder chime, one rolling Cestone lines. They call themselves End Scribes. Spitting nothing less than infinite, make an attempt to try your best to limit it and end up giving in. We'll send a pen to hell, giving enemies a rush of adrenaline and make them forget to spit the written shit, sending them to places far worse than you could go if you sinned and didn't repent from it. Symphonic melodies of written felonies. You better bail the scene with this mentality. It seems that nobody can spit as well as these three MCs who continue gaining latitude with automatic tunes that could easily kill a pad or two. No, we ain't mad at you, please excuse the attitude. It's just what happens to when you fucking with Hembree Avenue.